What I discovered about sinking funds was by accident, but it changed everything. And it goes against what most budgeters are doing today. You see, I spent 25 years creating financial statements for cities, and I tracked up to $200 million in cash and investments every month. And what I saw made me rethink how we manage our personal savings. See, most people never get a clear picture of their total savings. They may have $10,000 saved, but what is it for? What categories are you saving for? Vacation, anniversary, holiday? I don't know. I just have a lot of money saved. And they really don't know how much in total they have saved. But this free tracker will show you instantly whether your sinking funds are growing, whether your savings is shrinking, and that matters more than what you think. So let's get started. Shoo! So, why do most people not track all of what I call sinking funds? What are sinking funds? Sinking funds are savings for specific things like vacation and holidays, birthday celebrations, car registration. It happens every year. Put that money aside. But what we don't know is how much we have saved for each of these activities because we have money in our bank account, we have money in an investment account, we have money in cash envelopes, we have money everywhere, but no one big picture. So why is my tracker different? Well, number one, it has formulas built into it, PDF, easy to use, so it can help you show the revenue going up or going down. It's really designed with ease. All you do once you have all of the sinking funds identified is put the prior month information in and the current month. It also lets you put in the goal amount. What is the goal? What number are you trying to get to? You go, Onyx, okay, great. But show me, show me, show me. All right, let's show you. I'm going to fill out my sinking funds tracker for the month of May. Why not June? Because we're only halfway through the month of June, and I want to show you a full month picture. All right, let's go through it. Household. What is household? Well, household is for any home repairs, anything that's needed around the house, any renovations, remodeling, etc. Now, my amount is a little bit lower than maybe some other folks because my husband is a contractor. However, he did inform me that I needed to have at least 10,000 because if something happened with like the AC system, you got to have some money. So I was like, okay, I thought 5,000 would be enough, but guess not. All right, so for household, we have 49, 40, 72 in the prior month saved. And now in the current month, we have 5027, 75. So we're halfway. We're at a halfway mark. It increased by $87. Yay, good for us. For self-care, I don't have a goal amount because that would be limiting. If I say my goal is $2,000, what if I save $3,000? We're not going to put a goal there. We're going to let that number be limitless. But I will say that I did have a little self-care time this month. And so it went down. My balance went down, but that's okay because that's what that money is there for. It's for me to splurge. And I did. I splurged. Now, the college fund. My son, fortunately, has CalVet because my husband retired in the military out here in California. So he doesn't need a whole lot. However, we have a goal of 10,000. And look what happened, guys. I didn't put any money in this month. What was I thinking? Oh, sorry. This should say May. Not this is May. May. So the prior month would be April. So darn it. What was I thinking? I need to fix that. Car maintenance, I put 10 grand. Some of that is for maintenance, but some of it would be used for down deposit for my next vehicle. I don't know when I'm going to get another vehicle because I'm going to tell you, I drive my cars. I drive them, and I don't stop driving them. So we have one car that's a 2010. Yes, it's a Mercedes, so it's a good car. So we're going to keep riding it. Yes. Car maintenance, I didn't save any money this month. What's wrong with me? I need to be aware of that. I missed that. Now, the abundance fund, this fund, I call it abundance fund, but it's simply my year ahead budget. When I say 55,000, I will have a year's worth of expenses saved. This does not include the mortgage. My husband takes care of the mortgage, so we didn't enroll the mortgage into this. But anyway, this is what I would need to cover all expenses for a year. I just want to have that money saved. Now, I will admit, most of this money is being managed by our portfolio manager, and so we have taken a loss. Yes, we have. Yes, yes, yes. In April, it went down, and so it's back up, but not as far up as it was. So we're just getting back. We're getting our feet back under us after that hit in April, but it's okay. We're bouncing back. So we had a $5,000 increase. Yay us. Now, hopefully it will keep going because I think at one point it was like 46,900 or something like that. So we need to keep working on that. Valentine's Day, we are fully funded for Valentine's Day. That's what this tracker tells me. The goal is 500 and we have 500. Anniversary, the goal is 500. Now, here's what's interesting. Our anniversary passed. And so the previous month, I only spent $98. I think that was for a dinner. My husband paid for all the other expenses for our celebration. So I actually took this money in June. When I go to do this in June, you'll see this money came out and it went towards Father's Day because I was like, we saved it. Let's send it towards Father's Day. And I get to make that executive decision. And here's my grandson. Again, I don't have a goal because if I save $1 million for my grandson, then dang it, he's going to get $1 million. But I am excited that he's only 7 months old, right? So we're going to start putting money towards this, but it did increase in value because of the interest. By the way, this isn't that his investment is in stocks as well because he's 7 months, so we have plenty of time to save. France. Now, let me tell you about France. So I had France in stocks. Something told me your trip is getting closer. You need to take it out. You know the economy is acting weird, but I didn't, and the value of it dropped. Yes, it did. So I was pretty bummed. So my husband and I are trying to decide, what do we do? Do we borrow? Because we certainly don't want to cash the stocks out now at a loss. But what we found was when we worked with a travel agent, we were able to just put a deposit down. So that small decrease was us putting the deposit down. We actually added money. It did make a little interest back. And so we're not back where we were. But anyway, we were able to just put a small deposit down. So that was helpful. All right, let's move on. So for the cruise, we have a goal of 35K. Yes, we are going to live large on our cruise. I'm so excited. We're going to have a butler and everything. It's going to be wonderful. And so we do need to save a lot of money. And as you can see, we got a ways to go. In addition to that, what am I doing? I'm saving in the wrong areas. I need to put some more money there. And that's okay because I have savings challenges that I'm saving. So as soon as they're done, some of that money's got to go towards the cruise. And then Thanksgiving and Christmas, I have a $5,000 budget. That is because I have airline tickets I have to purchase for my godchildren. They have to travel across the country to get to me. And so we are on our way. So you could tell where my focus has been, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Which is a good thing because when it comes, they're going to be ready because they already know. Don't plan anything because they're going to be here for Christmas. Vacation, oh, what am I doing? This summertime, I need to add some money to vacation. So that's going to be some focus areas that I'm going to need to work on. And then car registration, I do have a sinking fund set up for that. But, I save it and then I spend it. So let's do birthday instead because that one is more long-term. I save for birthday a year in advance so that when birthdays come, I already have the money there. And so I need to get ahead because we finished all the birthdays. Everybody's covered and I had money left over, but now I got to start saving for next year's birthdays. And actually, my birthdays start in December. So I have from now until December to save up. So I need to get to that amount. So here we go. What does the story tell? Well, lots of stories, right? I shared with you as I went through each line item what was good and bad about this. It also shows me I have a goal of 150,000 to accrue or save. So I want to keep working on that. I'm at $80,972 in the prior month, but this month, woohoo, we're at $85,432. So that is an increase of $4,460. Whoop, 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 whoop. I would say that's a win. Now, that's a win mainly because the abundance fund. It also tells me all those savings challenges that I'm doing, I need to finish them and close them out and get them into these sinking funds so that we can see some more of these sinking funds go up. But this is what this is for. Now, I will tell you, I do have this tracker and it's several pages because there are other smaller sinking funds that I use, like car registration. I add money all year long and I pay the bill at year end that aren't on this spreadsheet. But when I am done and I finish putting everything down, the grand total, it has to match all the bank balances, all the investment balances, and all the cash I have. It must tie. That way I know I've captured everything. And so this is like every month, sit down, get all my bank statements out. So it's usually around the middle of the month because you're waiting for the bank statements. Get all those bank statements out, all those investment accounts out, look at how much you have, and then how much did you spend in any of these categories? How much did you add and save? And so here we go. This is a cool way of tracking your sinking funds. Now, if you need help with this, I do offer wealth coaching. So I'll help you get you on the right track. As well as if you go, hey, this tool is really cool. What other tools do you have? What other ideas do you have? Because I have more than just these tools. You definitely want to look into my YouTube membership. I give you trackers, budgeting tips, things to help motivate you and inspire you, right? And if you want to be a part of my membership, please use the link in the description. Follow that link and let's connect. There's different tiers. You fit the tier that works best for you. And I do have a question for you. Do you use a spreadsheet to track your savings? Do you just use pen and paper? Or do you just use all your envelopes? You put them out in front of you? What do you do and how do you track all of your savings and how do you add it all up together? Please let me know in the comments. I'm very intrigued. I'd like to know. And if you think that this tracker gave you like this aha moment or light bulb moment, please go download it now because it's free. It's free. And if you want to have, again, like I said, if you want to have access to more tools plus behind the scene financial tips, and I'm going to be doing wealth coaching, group wealth coaching. And if you have set some financial goals, but you struggle to keep them, you want to watch my next video because I do give you some simple tricks on how to actually stick to those goals. All right, guys, that's all I have for now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you like this video and you want more fun videos, please like, comment, and subscribe to Budget for Success. Bye for now. Love you guys.